What's up, you guys? FIghtfulSelect.com. I'm going to start doing these UFC rankings updates every time they update one. I would love to be able to add that to the list of things like, oh, we'll do it weekly, we'll do it bi-weekly. It will be whenever UFC updates their ranking system. We are a crossover site at heart, and I don't have a ton of MMA stuff on FIghtfulSelect.com, so I wanted to go above and beyond to kind of give you guys some. Even if maybe you're not into MMA, it'll help familiarize you with some of these names. Now, we had big change to the middleweight rankings in that Vitor Belfort was bounced from them as he was retired, essentially, by Lyoto Machida. Machida moves up 3 spots to number 9. I think that is fair considering his controversial win over Eric Anders, but still it was a win. Shoeface, Thiago Santos, they move up a spot. They are tied at 12th. Paulo Costa at number 14 moves up a spot. Elias Theodorou, Fightful.com alumni, debuts in that top 15. That makes me very happy to see. Also, we get Rockhold, Weidman, Gastelum all moving up 1 spot as Jacare falls down to number 5. So now you have Luke, Rockhold number 2, Weidman 3, Gastelum 4, Jacare 5, and Gastelum up above Jacare. I had Jacare winning that fight. That's a pretty steep fall for Jacare, especially with Chris Weidman there, because Chris Weidman has had some issues winning. He's got like really 1 win over the past 3 years. So I don't agree with Jacare being over Chris Weidman at all. Luke Rockhold is going to be bounced from those rankings soon enough anyway, because I believe he's taking a fight with Alexander Gustafsson at light heavyweight. So we're going to see all these names move up. Not to mention number 6 is Michael Bisping. He's planning on retiring soon too. Will Uriah Hall make 185 pounds for his fight? I don't know. It's tough to say. It's really tough to say. Mirsad Bektic, Zabit, Miles Jury all move up. Or actually, Zabit and Mirsad Bektic move up 1 by default as Yair Rodriguez was cut by the UFC. So he is out of those rankings. Horrible decision, but they have pulled him from the rankings. Miles Jury moves up 2 spots to number 13. Calvin Kattar debuts at number 15 in the place of Yair Rodriguez, so that causes a little bit of a shuffle. Zabit, who was actually offered that fight with Yair, and Yair turned it down, really, he benefits a little bit from this because you have a guy who is pretty fresh, 27 years old, 3 fights in, and he's a top 15 guy, and deservedly so. He's very, very good. In the heavyweight division, Justin Willis moves up a spot. Mark Hunt moves down a spot. Mark Hunt is now number 7. Justin Willis now number 14. Junior Dos Santos, who had been pulled from the rankings due to a USADA violation, re-enters those rankings at number 15. He's going to be a lot higher very soon. I think a lot of the people who voted just probably didn't realize he was back in there. He was cleared of any wrongdoing. He should easily be a top 10 guy. If you're asking why this movement happened elsewhere, it's because Taito Ivasa, you would think, or not Taito Ivasa, rather, Junior Albini fell out of the rankings after his loss this weekend. So that's another name that ended up getting bounced. Roxanne Modafferi drops to number 6 from number 5 in the women's flyweight rankings. Sometimes when these people have ties, the next ranking system will come out and somebody will have altered it to kind of break that tie. But right now, off the top of my head, I can see several ties, like Shogun Hua and OSP, number 7 at light heavyweight, Shoeface and Santos, and number 12 in middleweight. So that happens here and there. The women's bantamweight division saw a little bit of a change. Caitlin Vieira moves up 2 spots, while Raquel Pennington falls 2 spots. Now, this is a bit of a mess. Let me talk about it. Gina Mazzani, who we interviewed for Fightful.com, moved into the rankings, I think, when Ronda Rousey was pulled. But Raquel Pennington lost a fight the other night and dropped 2 spots. I don't think that's fair to drop her below Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena, who actually lost her last fight and hasn't fought since January 2017 because she got pregnant. So who knows when she'll fight again? I know she's back in the cage, but I think that Pennington should have fell to number 3. Maybe Caitlin Vieira moves up by default. But then number 1, Holly Holm, apparently she's a featherweight fighter, and we have no women's featherweight rankings. So we'll see how all that pans out. Mackenzie Dern. This is controversial in my estimation. debuts at number 15 in the women's strawweight division. How, Sway? She didn't make weight. Oh, I'll tell you how. They hardly have any girls signed. When Mackenzie Dern weighed in at 123 pounds and that got her ranked in the strawweight division, that speaks volumes. You need to hire more women, UFC. You have Joanne Calderwood, number 13. She will be out of that division soon. She is going to be a flyweight. Some other names to look out for. I don't know where Sarah Morass will end up. It seems like she's doing well at 135, but Jermaine Durandamy isn't fighting. I'm very curious to see where a lot of these women fall when they end up at the weight that they belong. Because, I mean, there are 4 divisions now. They're really trying to build women's featherweight. So we'll see how that goes. No movement in pound for pound, flyweight, bantamweight, lightweight, welterweight, light heavyweight. So that is your UFC rankings wrap up. I want to hear what you guys think on the Fightful Select comment section. Let me know. Of course, thank you for subscribing to FightfulSelect.com. Any other MMA content ideas you all want, hit me up. I'll try to make them happen. Thank you guys so much. We're out.